Hey you guys, welcome to a new episode of Food and the Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. Now on this episode of Food and the Single Guy, I will make something for all of you out there with a sweet tooth. Oh yes, now you know, I don't do a lot of sweets, but every now and again I have to make a video such as this one to please all of you out there who have a sweet tooth. This is your video. Now, on this episode, I'm gonna make very rustic coconut cookies from my country, and this is a recipe from the Afro-Surinamese cuisine, the black cuisine. I have to say that I have never ever made these myself, so I will go by memory of what I've seen my elders do, but mine are a little bit more fancy schmancy because I wanted them to be aesthetically pleasing from a photographic perspective, because you know I also take pictures and stuff, and I want the presentation to be, you know, the bomb. In my opinion, the bomb. But normally and traditionally these cookies are round and they are very rustic looking and very delicious, I have to say, even though I don't do sweets. But I will show you how I make them, and like I said, I have never made them before. I will list everything in the information box below the video as far as the ingredients are concerned. And if you know how to make these the right way and you spotted something in my video that I haven't done correctly, let me know, because I am not an expert. I only share with you what I know, and I'm always open to learning. So when you express your comments, express your feelings in the comment section, be respectful, because that is what I am to everybody on this platform and outside of YouTube. There is no need to be an a-hole online or offline. So when you come at me, come respectfully. Alright you guys. So without further ado, and with all the ingredients posted in the information box below the video, let us continue. So first we're going to crack open the coconut, then we're going to remove the meat of the coconut, and then we're going to grate it finely with a grater. Now before we get on to the grating, we have to remove this part of the coconut. This is the soft membrane that is now turned into a hard mess. We're not going to use this, we're going to peel this, and then we're going to grate it because this is too hard to chew. Now as far as the graters are concerned, I have two that I'm going to show you. The blades on this side of this grater are too large, whereas this one is smaller, and this will generate nicer sliced chunks of the coconut. So I'm going to use this one instead of this one. Alright, so let us continue. Just like so. And you want to take your time because this part is very hard. Don't rush it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, some people don't bother to remove this, but I always remove it because it's too tough to chew. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. See? Now let me go ahead and do the rest, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm all done. So there we have it, our nicely peeled coconut flesh. It is now time to grate these babies. And like I said, we're going to use the small grater. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean. So you're going to end up with nice little chunks of coconut that look a little something like this. Let me show you. Nice little flaky bits of coconut. That's what you're looking for. Alright? Alright, let me go ahead and finish this, and I'll be back with you in just a couple of seconds. Now, next what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel this chunk of ginger, and then I'm going to grate it and add it to the coconut flakes. Alright, let's make some room here. Now it's time to grate this little piece of ginger. And as you can see, I am using a toothpick to remove the ginger from the grater. Now, as much as I love to cook, I don't like to be in the kitchen for hours and hours and hours. That is so not me. And that is why I don't like to bake. I don't like to make cookies. I don't like to do any of that stuff. But it's all for love. It's all in a day's work. It's all for you. There we go. Now, This amount of ginger will be added to the grated coconut. Let me clean things up a little bit because you know I am not a messy cook. Right? So this is the amount of ginger that we're going to use for our cookies. We're gonna add that to the coconut in a minute. So as you can see, I have poured my coconut flakes into this bowl. Now I'm going to add the grated ginger. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and although the recipe calls for almond extract, I'm not gonna add it because I simply don't like almond extract. So now we're going to mix this. There's nothing to it, you guys. It's quick and easy. This is looking good. So next, it is time for the fun part. Okay, you guys, now what I have here is about 300 grams of sugar. To that, I'm gonna add about 200 milliliters of water. I'm gonna give it a stir. And we're gonna allow this to come to a gentle boil. Now the key is to end up with a very thick syrup. So as you can see, my sugar has dissolved nicely. And like I said, I'm gonna bring this to a gentle boil, and then I'm going to add the coconut mixture. Well, the sugar is starting to come to a gentle boil. And next I'm gonna add the coconut flakes. Of course, you're gonna give this a good stir. And you're gonna allow this to simmer for a good 15 to 20 minutes on low heat. Now don't forget to give it a quick stir every now and again. So as you can see, the coconut has cooked down significantly and the syrup is also thicker. We're almost there. Almost there. Now you guys, the minute you turn off the heat, you need to work very fast because the coconut will almost immediately start to solidify. And when you place the coconut mass into your molds or on your parchment paper or on your wooden chopping board, you need to make sure that the coconut is still soft, okay? So next, you guys, I'm going to scoop the coconut into these tiny little molds, which I have greased lightly. Now some people place the coconut on a piece of parchment paper. I choose to put my coconut in these cute little molds. And then we're gonna set them to one side to cool. See? Nice and cute. And there you have it. Don't they look gorgeous? Doesn't that look aesthetically pleasing to you? Oh, but I think it does. And like I said, from a photographic perspective, I wanted these cookies to look a certain way, and that is why I placed the mass, the coconut mass, in the molds, because I wanted them to look a certain way. But again, traditionally, you would just put them on a piece of parchment paper or on a wooden chopping board. You would gently press them, and the shape would be round and very rustic looking. Now, I have here set cookies. And I told you that I don't do sweets, but wait, let me put this there. So these are the cookies. Can you see? All right. So I think I'm gonna break one of them. I'm gonna break the green one just to show you what the texture is. I hope you can see it, by the way. Can you see it? Okie dokie. Let me break the white one because, okay. Oh my word. Look at this. See? I'm gonna take a bite. It is delicious. It is. I cannot eat all of this, and I will not eat all of this, but it is delicious. Considering that this is the first time that I've made these, I think that I've done a good job, a good enough job. Yeah. So if you decide to try these coconut cookies, it's a very easy and simple recipe. You cannot mess it up. If you decide to try to make these yourself, let me know how they turned out, because I'm always interested in hearing from you. In the meantime, do be well, take care, happy cooking, happy eating, happy coconut cookie making and eating, and until we meet again, have a good one, you guys. Bye.